All right. So we are live here for the first round of the Earthbound Super Series Spoiler Cave Ancient Cave Tournament. I'm Attack Slug, and I'm here with Irving.
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing?
And so this tournament is a spoiler tournament. So basically, the runners get the spoiler log. They get 10 minutes to look over it, and how in whatever way they want. Irving, do you want to go over what kind of choices you have to look at the spoiler?
Yeah, so the spoiler log is pretty interesting, and it's actually kind of very thorough and in-depth for the information you can kind of gather from it. Now it's just all of a matter of how much you can actually plan out and do in 10 minutes time, but the tool is actually very useful. So it's pretty much laid out in a way that gives you the entire map of Earthbound, and if you don't know, Earthbound is basically on a giant, basically just MS
one big
Paint.
picture.
Yeah, MS Paint picture of, of the whole, all of the backgrounds stitched together. So you can view it that way as a big kind of meta view of the map. However, Ancient Cave kind of takes a twist on the Earthbound formula by keeping this map, however, mixing up all of the entrances and where they go. So all the entrances in the spoiler, you can see every single door has a big gigantic yellow line that draws to where it goes in the map, so you can technically see to where you can technically draw the line to the end of the cave if you wanted to, starting from Nessa's house. However, that's probably not the most practical use of the spoiler. The best thing to look for is the usage of the critical chests, most likely, and the usage of being able to see where each of the bosses are and what floor they're on. The cluster ability lets you see what floor each part of the map belongs to. So
cluster
you'll be able
ability is really cool, actually. I just kind of learned about that, and I was just like, oh, that is so handy. So,
I agree.
You can get lost in this randomizer so easily and just not really know what floor you're on unless you talk to, what is it, like a hint man or something? Is that it?
There's a couple ways. Yeah, the hint man is one way. You can kind of use a little intuitive sense by kind of looking at the monsters, and because certain monsters will only spawn on certain floor ranges, and so on and so forth. But even like within the floor, there can be a variation of the certain monster ranges. So yeah, the hint man is your 100% correct way to, and of course talking to the sanctuary bosses will tell you, hey, you're on this floor, and then let's fight.
All right, so what bosses are we looking at in this random today?
So good question. So I would say the most important bosses are probably the early ones and the late ones, as we're looking for any nasty boys like Carbon Dog or Ness's Nightmare, stuff like that. And I already see number 8 here at Pink Cloud is Master Barf, so that's actually helpful for us.
That's too bad.
That's actually I would say Master Barf is a net gain of a boss as opposed to seeing like a dog or yeah, exactly. So then you'll have
really not too difficult to defeat.
No, and then the only other thing is looking for something that might be that can show up on an early boss, but might be kind of nasty, like Starman Jr. or Kraken can be like a number 1 boss, and that would be awful. But it doesn't look like we have anything like that, so it actually should be a pretty stable seed. All things considered.
Looks like number 7 is Clumsy Robot. Clumsy Robot's
not too crazy.
Not too bad.
Anyone that can be infinitely paralyzed is, I would say, pretty easily dealt with. Although that's not considering I've got Scramble Brain on the mind, I will say. So they could technically have his a different paralysis percentage. I believe it's not like generally he will still keep his like high paralysis chance, but it can be lower with Ancient Cave.
Right, let's see what kind of goodies we have.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff. So critical chest is very important to look at when you're checking out spoilers. So Looking at 3, not only I would say critical chess combined with knowing what floor cluster they're on. So like knowing that there's two Franklin badges, which is important for Gygus. So well, I would say arguably all of these critical chests. The way the critical chests were picked was very well done, I would say, because these are pretty much all of the items I would consider very critical for Gygus. Franklin badges, star pendants, earth pendants, sea pendants, heavy bazooka. I would argue you can beat Gygus without any of these, but they make it dramatically easier.
Are there 2 rabbit's foots?
There are 3 rabbit's feet, actually. This is going to be a very interesting... There's 3 rabbit's feet. I believe 2 star pendants, maybe 3 star pendants if there's one way up here. No, I do see the 2 star pendants. This over here is Auto Star Master. So the rabbit's feet...
on floor 9, too.
Yes, that is true. So we have some really late logic star pendants here. Actually, what is this one in Belch's base? Yes, that is also a floor 9 one. So 2 of those will be nice for our runners to get. The 3'd one, I'm imagining a lot of people will get because 3'd is a pretty big cluster, especially on floor 9. When you're on the hunt for Gygus, you're probably going to find your way to 3'd here. So
yeah,
I'm imagining most of our runners, especially since, you know, they have the spoiler too, so they probably are going to be looking for 3'd and getting that star pendant as soon as they can.
And
that
there's
heavy
also a sea pendant in 3'd.
Oh, that's true. I forgot that was also in
and also, I mean, if you're in 3'd, you might as well check the trash cans, right?
Oh, true. Yeah, any on floor 9 especially too. Yeah. So logically, you would be doing this anyways, but now you know exactly. Hey, this trash can has a star pendant. And the other thing, the heavy bazooka, which is always very much a coveted item because it's not only safer just to have the damage, it's just straight up faster, right? It's just faster to be able to dish out that much damage, not only instantly, but with like no animation at all. So Jeff just instantly drops like the most damage in the game without any animation.
And you gotta love the bazooka. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. Doesn't cost anything. One item never goes away. Never misses.
Yeah, it's great.
Useful on Gygus for like
crying.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little busted, honestly. So we see that. That's true. There's a couple of really.
They're like, listen, everyone's gonna make fun of him. He's a big old nerd. Let's give him some
he's got
really
no psychic
OP
powers,
items.
so they were like, I guess they figured they'd compensate by making him one of the most.
It looks like we also have
broken things in the game.
We have an earth pendant on floor 8 as well, in a little.
We have a second
room.
one. Yeah.
Nice.
I do see that one. There's also one in some random. I'm assuming this is I think it's a Saturn Valley cave. Yeah, it is on floor 7. So there are 2 earth pendants. Not necessarily as. I would argue that with the knowledge of where star pendants are, I would argue that unless you like are in the area of those earth pendants, you're probably not necessarily going to go out of your way to find them. Because you can probably
go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was just going to say you can probably get by Gygus without necessarily having those earth pendants as long as you get those 2 star pendants.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you really only need
the sea pendant too is free,
right?
Yeah, and the sea pendant's free because it's in 3'd as well, so that's already 3 pendants.
If you put a pendant on Pooh, does it make it like? Will he have those?
He gets the resistances, but he still takes the lower defense. However, the resistance is way more on Gygus specifically. The resistance is way more worth it because the only thing that will ever deal with the only thing that'll ever matter for his defense is the Porky, which you're trying to paralyze anyways.
It looks like our runners are about to start in about a minute. Oh, I'm excited.
That's so exciting. This will be interesting. So
it's the first race of the tourney.
Yeah. We got some interesting lineup here. A little bit of pixel vomit on the back.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
We have Andy in chat. I'm lurking muted, but I'm cheering for my pal and teammate IQ go. Uh-oh, something's going on InsaneFalcon's side. like his timer. Uh-oh. No, not at a time like this. Oh, jeez. Something happened with InsaneFalcon's timer. But hopefully they can just start when IQ's is at 0. So.
Yes, here's hoping. Well, I'm assuming if Falcon's
No
not ready. Well,
Falcon.
okay.
Oh, jeez. Well. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think it's good. Everything's fine. There's just a bit of a delay.
That'll happen sometimes.
It
I'm sure they
does.
will. I'm sure they will even it out at some point.
Is that Yummy Nikki? Is the first little girl in his crew?
I have tabbed away 1 second. I'm not actually looking.
Oh my God, and she has a little dress on when she's a robot. Sorry, I get so into the sprites in this Rendos. They're so good.
We've got other things to talk about, Slug.
I know. Sorry. Okay. So
I mean, they are really good though. I mean, there's no sense in not plugging them because they are insanely well done and good. And
it's one of the.
Can I just say
parts.
that the artists that have DEFCON and Plastics that have done all the work.
Mm-hmm.
My God, they're so, and like all the classic, like all the vanilla sprite upgrades to being able to like have them all the different ways on the ladder sprite and death sprites and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Very well,
really great
done.
sprite work for sure. And it may seem easy, but it's not.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, I do a lot of pixel work, and it just. So.
All right, but.
Our runners are still on floor 1. It looks like IQ is maybe seeing if he can buy some skip items.
So floor 1, we're looking at Brick Road. I'm just going out from the. Oh no, that's K level 2. What the heck? Oh, I see. Do I?
So the first boss they're gonna come across is Mad Duck unless they get a skip.
Right. And honestly, that I would say that I'm wondering if our runners have come up with some sort of method for figuring out like a fast way to see where each of the skips go, because I would maybe think that knowing where exactly all of the skip areas on the map beforehand is a good strategy. I personally actually do not know that. I mean, I know generally which skips are which, but I don't know where exactly on the Earthbound map they are.
Right.
Because there's no good way to filter those in without. I mean, the best way to just find the skips is to go to like, oh, I go to Monkey Cave, and then I click on that Monkey Cave, and I see where it is. So it'll be interesting
they're just
to see.
Little rooms, like they're just tiny rooms on the map.
And InsaneFalcon has actually found Mad Duck already on Milky Well, so yep. So he has trailblazed it up here. And
do you think that would be? Do you think? Okay, so do you think like maybe finding the shortest route between like the first couple of floors and then looking for skips through that, like kind of routing it that way? Do you think
Absolutely.
that's a good idea?
I think that is a fantastic idea, honestly. Because I mean, I would argue that with 12 minutes, you could probably start start a line from Ness's house and maybe not like painstakingly go through every single door, but you'd have like a general idea of like, okay, I'm gonna go here. Oh, look, there's a skip here.
Right.
Eventually, you could probably be good enough to like quickly just visualize the path by clicking through all the clusters individually.
And I would also say like going through the first couple of levels without skips is going to give you some good experience from fighting enemies, and maybe even just some like base level gear, because sometimes finding gear can be difficult in this rando.
For sure. But I would that all does go away with the. See, not only do they get the 12 minutes of the spoiler beforehand, but it is important to remember that they get the spoiler right now. So like they're currently able to use
Yes.
the spoiler like
I was also
throughout the
going to mention
entire
that.
race.
Mhm.
Yes. So the issue of not being able to find gear slash the issue of maybe you don't have to painstakingly plan your entire route because you'll have the spoiler with you. If you know what to do for like, oh, maybe like the first 4 floors or something. Or
Right.
usually, I would argue that you just use the first 12 minutes to plan like the end of the run or something like that. Because you can always just use the spoiler to kind of guide you. Although I guess you kind of do have to stop or have a second monitor
Yeah.
ready to go. So up to our runners to figure out how to maximize the spoiler potential.
I don't
Kind of
think
like high school when they were like, oh, you get like a little cheat card and you can write down all your notes on it and bring it during the test.
Or you
Up
were
to-
just a bad kid and wrote it all on your hand, you know? Like,
or something like that.
Not saying I ever did that. No, never. Also, I could just never live without a second monitor. I don't know.
I agree.
After you have 2 monitors, like you just my people. What are they called in this?
Slugs.
Robust drooler.
Ah, your people, huh?
I retract my statement. But yeah, so like like Irving was saying, so there's a lot of I names going on right now. The runners are able to have the spoiler log up and any notes that they may have taken.
Of course, yeah. Anything, we just give them the spoiler, the seed. They say, hey, you can use the spoiler, and then Godspeed.
Yes.
Go kill Gaius.
Sally forth.
And-
Oh, we
yep.
got a king banana.
Potentially, see, it'll be interesting when these runners pick up these items. You have to imagine that they are planning to use that skip later, right? So
Right.
maybe I don't know where the monkey
Or
cave
hoping
rooms
that they
are.
find it and they're just, picking up the chest as they go.
That's true. I guess that's not reasonable for them to have checked every single chest on the spoiler in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Just the
No, I mean, you can use those 10 minutes alone just trying to like map out routing, because
It's
I
true.
was doing some test runs and like that's like what ate up a lot of my time. And so that makes you like go back and rethink, okay, well, how am I going to use this spoiler?
Exactly. I think it'll be interesting, and it'll be nice to see. I think IQ is actually maybe doing a spoiler check right now. He's not big fan. So let's see. He's on Onet right now though. So which that means he did take a skip, because I don't remember him blasting through. He was on 1, so I don't remember him blasting through 2 sanctuaries. Let's see. So he came out of the bakery. Bakery was
So to get out of here, he wants to go through the town hall. But
fairly true. He's in Brick Road right now.
we got a hamburger. Ooh, a silver bracelet.
Yeah, pretty low tier items. We're still on floor 3, so
And a chef's
nothing
fried
too
cat.
crazy. Yeah.
InsaneFalcon taking down that sentry robot, which can be a real pain in the butt in these seeds.
Yeah, those are
I've gotten,
Those are a
I've
little
been taken
crazy.
out. I've been taken out by them so many times.
yeah, they can be kind of hitter, especially if they're freeze resistant, because that's pretty much your big game single target killer in the early. Well,
And
not throughout the game,
the racers get 10 minutes to
I believe it's 12 minutes actually, technically.
Is it 12? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
10 to 12 to look at the spoiler, and then the race starts at 0 no matter what. As we have mentioned, they're able to look at the spoiler throughout the race as well. But they get about 10 to 12 minutes to plan out what they want to do.
For sure. All right, So I believe, yes, Insane is now moving on to the Sanctuary 2 boss, which is nothing of note, if I remember correctly.
Just Captain Strong. We're just gonna
Captain
beat up some
Strong,
cops.
yeah. A cops, to be a specific cop. He's very
The
blue.
captain. Oh, he's a zombie. He's been corrupted.
IQ talking to Captain Strong the Sprite over here, so at the same time.
Inception.
Alright, ruler skip for IQ here. That's going... Oh, he is viewing it and then moving back. So we'll see... Where is the brick road? On the spoiler. Brick road with the ladders. Where's the ladder room?
I'm looking.
Here it is. So that goes to... It's the second rope.
I think it goes to a...
That skip goes to Dalam, which is a skip down. So he probably knows that. Or maybe he,
It looks like they... Like, 2 of those ropes go to that skip. So the 4th rope...
Oh, wait. That might be the wrong word.
A
No,
Franklin
it's
badge.
This room. Oh crap! That actually might be. The thing about the spoiler is like I don't know. Is there an easy way to read it without just looking at the lines? Cause man, they are
you
quite
basically
confusing.
you have to follow the line and zoom in and zoom out and zoom in and zoom out.
I'm like, oh god, I'm like, and then I'm like trying to trace it with my finger, and I'm like, oh no, I lost it. Go back, go back.
And there's just little icons sprouted up everywhere. So what floor is the mine on? Level 8.
Yes, that is true. So that's actually what I was thinking, because I found the ruler room, the room with the ruler skip, and I was like, wow, okay, that actually goes up to 8. So he is in the mines.
Wait, did InsaneFalcon reset for some reason?
Oh, he might have died to Strong.
Did they die to Strong?
Yeah, that would have been very interesting.
Oh.
I was too busy looking at the spoiler, man.
I know! He says that he's never finished an ancient cave, for his goldfish memory betrays him.
Yeah, that will happen sometimes.
It does take... I don't know how I play them, because my memory is terrible.
Alright, IQ takes down a high-level UFO with 3 kids alive, so... A little bit of EXP dump into them.
Yeah, for sure.
He's in let's see, where's some safe areas off? We got, trying to see where these exits are. Got a store. There's a hospital off of, no, that's a doctor's office, just kidding. Not necessarily the most useful.
Gonna use that exit mouse strat where you mark it right there. Very common strat in the ancient cave.
There is the desert shack is one of the exits off Mole Cave, so that is definitely a hot spot to go to for a hotel heal. It's the top left exit.
Yeah, temple for sure. I mean, I feel like Temple, you were saying that this is the only way you'll play Ancient Cave anymore with the spoiler log.
Wait, really?
It's just the best way to play.
He's retired. Alright, Insane is doing it. Looks like he's doing a spoiler check here. Maybe we have a double spoiler check right now. Both our runners are stalled on the screen. Are their games frozen? We'll never know.
No.
That is definitely gonna. I do want to kind of keep track of how often they both stop at the same time.
Uh-huh.
So IQ going down lower. So I believe he's going deeper into floor 8 here. If he's going, oh, foresight. Okay.
Oh. Lots of entrances here, but no gifts. Not one single gift here.
Yeah, foresight not very good for free boxes. That's for sure. Let's see. Let me turn on all chests. See what stuff we can maybe find. Yeah, it seems like all the doors out of foresight go not to very many. It looks like there's a skip from Onet to foresight actually. Wait.
Why is he in Devil now?
Oh, no, that's just.
Oh, and Chaz is here. Hi, Chaz, the developer of Ancient Cave.
Hello, Chaz.
How are you? Thank you.
And plastics as well. Shout out to plastics.
Hi, Plastics.
Are any of the sprites we're using plastics right now? I actually not sure which ones are which anymore, I'll be honest.
I just like that girl turned into a little devil. That's really cute.
Oh, is that the magic ant form?
Mm-hmm.
IQ doing some froppy farming. Magicant is going to be on floor 7, so Insane has found his way to floor 7. Simple. Yeah, there we go. So that was from, let's see where he skipped in from. Not there. Was it South Onet? No. Well, maybe it could have been, but where's this other door go?
Yeah, there's South Onet or...
All these are floor 7 though, so that's not exact. Well, that's where he's at right now.
It looks like just like a cave. So it must have been South Onet, right? Oh yeah, it was, because he's coming out of there now.
I'm trying to see, well, where is the other South Onet goes from here to here. I think South Onet might be deeper into floor 7, actually. Yeah. I don't know where he came from. Let's see, go back to Magicant. Maybe he came out of the left side of Magicant while we weren't looking.
Well, the left side is in
Just,
the Saturn
yeah.
Valley cave. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Yep. He must have traversed a few more rooms while we weren't looking. The scoundrel. Oh,
Scalawag. little rascal.
How dare he do that? But in any event, he's on floor 7 now. So I mean, virtually in my opinion, this race kind of really starts when you get to floor 9. Arguably, I think IQ might be doing the right thing by, I don't know if he knows if there's a skip to 9 or anything. There won't be from 8 to 9 the way the skips work.
Yeah.
So any skips on floor 8 will only go down instead of up to 9.
Maybe they're looking for 3. Yeah. Or I guess
that is on floor 9. That is on floor 9.
That's right. So. That's right.
But I would say IQ going for Barf is, free Starstorm is always welcome.
Well, it looks like in southern Tucson, there's a moonbeam gun. So that's pretty.
Is Tucson on
nice. Floor 8?
Oh, okay. So that is where IQ is. Let me see. What is the strat to get to? He's in. It's a Topola Theater. He's right there. Insane still in Magicant here. He's now having to do the level grind up because he took the big jump up to floor 7 now. So he's in a little bit of a hairy spot fighting stuff.
Finding those Mr. Molecules.
Seems like we're in Tucson.
It's called the Dumpy Quark.
The Dumpy Quark, wow. It's a little rude, I think, actually.
I know. Yeah, it's a little rude. I love the names in this game so much. They're so funny.
Alright, IQ, now having found Tucson, is doing a spoiler check.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to see that moonbeam gun. Also, here in Magicant, that's a great healing spot. So this is a pretty good place to grind, really.
Magicant is a full heal, always helpful. All right, let's see what the strategy here is. It is a good way to grind, and floor 7 does also leave you open for a skip up to 9. The way the skips work in this game is that you can go from only a 2-floor minimum. So you either have to go from 1 to 3, or 9 to 7, so on and so forth, 7 to 9. Or you can go to a 6-floor maximum, so you can go 1 to 6, I think is like the, or I think it's like a 5-floor jump.
I think you're right. I think it's, is it 5 or 6? I can't remember.
I think you can go to, I've been in a seed where you can go 1 to 6, where I've been on that before, so that is the max I've ever seen in my career.
My rando career.
My rando career.
Some kind of nasty enemies here in Tucson.
That's for sure. Like
Kaz says 5-floor jump. Okay.
Gotcha. And he would definitely know.
Yeah.
Right, doing a little exploring. He maybe he didn't quite know exactly where. I mean, Tucson's a little like he's looking at the same spoiler I am, and when you click on Tucson's cluster and you just see all these lines, you're just like, ah, God.
It's kind of a lot. But you guys just want to know, go get that moonbeam gun.
That's true. If you let me see, does it you can see there's a weapon there. That is true, and it does
picked up a rain pendant. Rain pendant protects from freeze.
I'm assuming Insane did, yes. Or did IQ?
Oh, Insane just got a magic hit bat.
That is going to be very helpful.
Very nice.
This will actually be useful in this hard environment. I mean, this is a very rough environment he's in right now, so he needs any kind of that's kind of like the ancient cave way. You try to skip up as quick as you can, even if your kids aren't necessarily quite ready for it, and then you either A, grind them up to a level that they can by just kind of like picking off one monster and leveling off of it, or
finding a good spot to do that,
or B, finding some item that will just carry you because of the damage, just straight up like a magic camp bat like that or something, or like a bazooka.
What's up, Static Pulse? Static Pulse says good luck to everyone.
Yes, good luck indeed. And honestly, I mean, I can't really even say, hard to say who's in the lead right now because it's anyone's game. On like 4-9 is really when we'll see where this like. I'm wondering if that's where most of their notes are, but honestly, I just want to ask them if they do any post-game commentary.
What their plan was.
Well, if they're interested in sharing their trade secrets.
True, very true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
IQ's Ness has been dead for what feels like forever.
That's true.
You gotta wonder if he's like, where is a heal? I need, like, my boy Ness isn't getting any experience here.
Yeah, you get one guaranteed full heal per floor, so definitely could potentially be off Tucson here. So a potential strategy for, I wonder, looking at the spoiler here might just be clicking on Tucson and then like rather than focusing on the doors that lead out, try to like just zoom out and look at like where the lines go and see if there's anything useful off of that.
And InsaneFalcon just got an auto Star Master.
Oh dang, so he's down, because I think that is one of the thing that's marked as a critical chest. And there was only one of those in a chest, so he's in the lower mole cave mine area.
So does that mean if he fights Barf, then he'll get
Omega?
Starstorm Omega?
That is true.
Nice. Static Pulse, the race is going. It's been fine, it seems like. It looks like IQ finally got a heal, so his Ness is back. This race is based off a spoiler, so the racers do know where things are, such as critical chests or skips, or where a floor will take you, because they're able to look at the spoiler log throughout the race, as well as their notes that they might have taken in the 10 to 12 minutes before the race starts.
Yep.
So yeah,
It's up to the runners what they deem critical to finding for Gaius. So the information is all pretty well laid out for them. The most hard things for them to figure out might be the route itself. But
Yeah.
I'd say knowing the location of where the items are and the floor they're on is pretty well laid out and presented. As an update on critical items in the dungeon that they have passed up on and / I'm assuming they are never ever going back for, we have one auto Star Master from InsaneFalcon that he's gotten. I'm assuming IQ is probably never going back for that. That's on floor 7. Both of the runners have passed up on the 2 Franklin badges in chests. I have not looked for Paula's room, so I have no idea if it's actually in the cave. Because both of them skipped floor 4 and 3, I believe. Actually, Insane was on floor 3 for a while, but I have no idea if he found the chest with the Franklin badge, so it might show up on his inventory, maybe. And then the rabbit's foot, there is only one rabbit's foot that they didn't pass up on, and that's in the cave. IQ probably has that one because it's like near the exit mice, so assuming he did find it.
Hey, Chad. And I was like, who is Chad? And he meant Chaz.
Bro.
Sorry, I've been like trying not to crack up at that.
No worries. So it really will come down to what happens on floor 9, and we'll see how. I believe IQ just found Barf here, so.
Oh, nice. So he'll get that star store.
So this will be alpha for IQ, which really that's you don't really need Omega. I mean, Omega's kind of like a nice to have. Definitely not. You don't even really need alpha to win, but.
Right.
It's surely very helpful, but it all certainly depends on whose IQ as well and his psychic points.
Ooh, InsaneFalcon taking a red swirl. Oh, and it's called the Flying Chunks. It's so gross.
Nasty encounter as well.
Yeah. 2
Octobots.
And a nuclear robot.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Luckily, he has the Starstorm already, but there is a psychic shield on that nuclear robot. Generally, they can get randomized off, but generally, as is in vanilla, the nuclear robot does start off with a psychic shield.
Yeah, and those fights are just so annoying because it's constantly refilling HP.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
IQ's on 3.
That is the best spot to be. So that was nice of them. I didn't actually see which spots went into 3, but seems that the immediate floor entrance right after Barf was just right to 3.
Yep.
So he probably knows. All right, Star Pendant and
and
C Pendant. Yep, exactly. 2 very nice big chests right here.
Yeah.
A Gaia Beam. I didn't even see that one. A Gaia Beam in the bottom right chest. I didn't have the all chest on.
Well, see, who cares about the Moonbeam gun anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
Going on about that Moonbeam gun, but hey, I'll take a Gaia Beam. Also, IQ was checking his stats, his PSI stats.
Interesting.
It looks like they seem pretty good.
Ooh, Super Bomb vendor as well.
Oh,
that is not something that the
nice.
spoiler will show you is what vendors have what. So that is something that you still have to use your AC sense for, is remembering to check vendors.
My AC senses are tingling. I think there's a Super Bomb here. And all the vendors are randomized as well.
Yes. With some logic. There is a floor logic, so but generally, I mean, you can find a Super Bomb on like floor 1 or 2 vendor if you were lucky. Well, honestly, I think that's unlucky. This is lucky. This is like the godsend is a Super Bomb.
You're not gonna have money.
Yeah, exactly. And generally on floor 2, you're still trying to like get your kids up and spending, and Super Bombs is not what you want to throw at stuff on floor 2, right?
Right. No.
So on floor 9, when all your kids are like, okay, I can just freeze everything while I'm looking for Gygus, then I can just stock up on bombs and win the game. But I would say IQ is in a. He's got Starstorm, Super Bombs, Star Pendant, Sea Pendant. I don't know exactly. The other Star Pendant is on floor 9. I need to actually. It's probably good to see where it links to. It is in a. It's in a Belch's cave somewhere. Goes to.
So he's going to get that first one up there.
I believe it does go up. No, it does not go off 3.
And the star pendant is the best pendant in the game, and you can only
Yes,
get it in vanilla from a drop.
Yep.
So it's a 1/128 drop.
Yep.
Or is it the major psychic psycho?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes, between the two of them, I think it is the major psychic psycho. But in Ancient Cave, the developer took pity and was like, "Well, it's no fair that these sick items are locked behind such a criminal drop chance."
Yeah.
So here we go. You get
with
two in a chest. Yeah.
Same
Gutsy
with
bat. Yep.
I mean, the Sword of Kings really isn't that bad compared to, I think. Okay, well, I guess you're. I mean.
Compared to just using Freeze or Starstorm?
Yeah. Okay, alright. Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe on something that's weak to, or resistant to freeze.
Why is he meowing?
Why is he meowing? I don't know.
Meow!
I can't help it, you know?
Turned into a cat. You were saying you love cats, Irving.
I do. I mean, who doesn't? I guess if you're allergic.
Do you own a cat?
I live with 2 cats. They're not mine personally. They're my roommates, but
Oh, okay.
they're very lovable animals. Alright, Scaraba for Insane. I believe that is still 4-7. Let's see. Scaraba. Yes, that is still 4-7. Where is the 4-7 boss? That is Lilliput Steps here, which is off of.
And it's Clumsy Robot.
Trying to see if he's kind of close floor-wise here. Got it. It is really not intuitive. If maybe it is a little harder to use the spoiler in the middle of a race than I make it out to be.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad I'm not them.
Imagine racing. Oh God, me tomorrow.
I keep doing a spoiler check here. Insane in a bit of a rough fight. I hate slimy piles. I get it, bro. Yeah. Why you guys always gotta call more slimy piles, man?
Who knew that a slimy pile would have so many friends?
For real.
They make you cry and mucus and just Let me see where the library goes. Oh, library goes to pizza. So you can get that mock pizza number.
Oh heck yeah! Get that large pizza. I mean, I'm a big proponent of large pizza play, but only I'm not gonna like go out of my way for it. Maybe if I did see it on the spoiler, I probably would maybe try to implement it, but only if it was like a few doors.
Yeah, well, he was right there.
I'm not gonna hunt it down. I like the large pizza. I'm a big fan
anything,
of it.
Airfram. What are you saying? I'm not a stressor. I don't stress.
I don't stress.
Okay, InsaneFalcon.
Oh, we have really the Star Pendant number dose for IQ. He has hunted it down. So that is. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he has the hungry bazooka. Wow, I mean, it's hungry for killing Gygus. Oh man, there's a Chomposaurus checked into that, or whatever the other one is. The checked into the Wetnosaur checked into the hotel.
You think IQ's heading to Googie?
I mean, he's pretty stocked up with every single critical item. I would have Cloak of Kings, bam! It's the floor 9 special, man. You just get the string of god tier items, and you
Yep.
feel like a absolute unit heading up the Gaius, and then
Yep.
he's freeze resistant, and then you cry.
Just
But
make sure you
not
save,
IQ though,
huh?
because he has like 20. He has like 20 super bombs and a heavy bazooka, so he is like straight chilling. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just trying to go to Gaius right now. So
Yeah.
because he has two star pendants, one sea pendant, super bombs, heavy bazooka, star storm. Yeah, like the list goes on. He's found it. He's there. I'm like,
Oh
this is gonna be insanely quick. Woo!
man.
So I'm very curious. I hope he will be down to do some post game talk, because I will be very curious to hear what information he would be willing to indulge for
Yeah.
his strategy. I guess I would understand if he wouldn't want to give away his whole plan of action in the middle of a tournament.
I never even thought about that. I was gonna spill all my beans. I'm glad you said something. My beans were gonna be spilled. Beans everywhere.
I could totally understand after the tournament of like talking about like the full mentality behind it, but yeah, I could totally, especially with something like this.
True.
Not like there's any money on the line or anything, but in the spirit of competitiveness, you know.
All right, we're there.
It's Borky time. Well now we're at Gaius. It's just there's no, the spoiler ain't gonna help you here. We're just show off what you got. That is one evil rat, I will admit, with the negative filter on. A little bit of low HP on Ness in general, and you do not like to see that, but...
Because he was dead for so long.
That's true, that's true. He might actually just be a general low level. I was just wondering if maybe he just rolled low, but no. He could be also correct about that. I think IQ had to equip a star pendant mid fight. I think I saw the text fly up for it.
Yep, he did.
Love to see it. I've been there. I've definitely rolled up the Gaius and whoops, I forgot something very critical.
Yeah.
All right, phase 2.
Oof, man.
Wasn't too worried about that. So yeah, the spoiler is nice. IQ definitely got a very lucky drop in the a slam dunk in 3 by finding the vendor with the super bombs.
Yeah.
On top of all of the star pendant, sea pendant, Gaia beam nonsense that was happening there.
Oh, man.
But this is looking a little dicey, all things. Does he have revives?
I don't think so, and I was gonna mention that I don't think he found a Horn of Lives or anything.
Well, he hasn't immediately reset yet. Oh wait, maybe Jeff is his prayer. I didn't actually look.
I was trying to see, but I couldn't see anything.
I'm watching Insane to see. Well, he hasn't reset, so clearly he still thinks he can win, so I'm assuming Jeff is the prayer.
Maybe
No,
Jeff
yes,
has
it is. Jeff does have prayer, so he's going for it. So he's probably good. He's in phase 3, so he's probably GG'd this, I will admit, but you know, I probably should not commentate or just curse that. My bad in advance. My bad. But his his loadout. I know. His loadout is really good. I mean, just from an objective standpoint, his gear for this is just really good. So we will see. I believe he's on prayer number 4.
Okay.
Insane has made it up to floor 9 now, so I believe he took a skip because I did not see. Yes, so Summers is yes.
Okay.
Floor 9, so he skipped from 7 to 9. I'm not sure if that was another skip or if that's maybe the one he took to get up there. The backstage pass. Let's see what floor backstage pass was on.
Sloppy mouse.
The sloppy is.
Dumpy Quark and the sloppy mouse.
There's some interesting names to see, that's for sure.
Hey, use praying. Gotta imagine IQ is kind of just like, ooh, you know, like.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, with the spoiler, because you never know how fast the other person's going too. So it's kind of like there's a weird like limbo sense when you get to Gygus, because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm at Gygus, and now I'm just kind of like stuck in cutscene mode until obviously there's a little bit of playing to do with Gygus, but when you get to this third phase, there's
Yeah,
a
it's literally a hope and a
pray,
prayer.
pray faster.
Exactly. He's praying. Ah, grr. Oh. And what's Insane Falcon doing? Is he grinding?
Quite sure. It might be. It looks like he is grinding, actually. Well, I don't know, actually.
He ran away from that fight.
Yeah.
Maybe because it had the reactor robot.
Yeah. All right, prayer number 8 for IQ.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be. The freeze time. IQ has won 40-44.
Jeez.
GG's to IQ for first victory in the spoiler race AC series.
Very nice.
That was honestly really clean by him. He didn't really.
Yeah.
Did he die ever? I mean, like you just kind of like. You just
I
kind of like.
I don't think completely.
Yeah, I mean, he had the issue for a while with
Ness being dead.
being dead, which luckily he was already on a pretty good floor, so he didn't have to run into the issue of not being able to progress past the sanctuary, which is always like the back of the mind thing you never think about. Like, oh crap, Ness is dead. I can't access this boss.
Right, exactly. Because if you can't go to the shining spot, I'll let you.
Exactly. I mean, you can go there, but it's gonna be like, sorry, guy.
Only Ness can absorb the power here.
Exactly. All right, we got the
Eat it,
regular
nerd.
bazooka on Insane. Solidarity rabbits. Oh, did he? I didn't even realize. I mean, luckily he had all the super bombs, so it wasn't really a rabbit's foot required seed. I mean, that's still nice for the escaping from enemies on higher floors, but. Hello, Andy. Oh.
Hey, Andy.
How's it going? This is not who I was expecting.
Okay.
No worries. Yes, GG's to IQ. Oh, he did have another one. Which one did you get, IQ? Because you were on 8, right? And then, because I assume you got the one on 8 in Mole Cave, and then there was one in Peaceful Rest Valley, which I don't think anyone went to. And then I guess you did get this other one in Pyramid on 4-3. That would make sense unless I mean, I don't think I remember seeing anyone go PRV. Because that would
no one did.
Not unless you had Pencil Eraser, that wouldn't really make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not just to pick up an item, at least.
Yeah,
you know?
no, not this one. This one was like right in
Way out of the way.
smack dab in the center of the PRV. So interesting though, two rabbits for you. It is nice, but it was really the I do say the big play was just the arms dealer on 3. That was just
for sure. Yeah.
Like honestly, the seed really just came down to, in that regard, the seed really just came down to the race to 9, because whoever got to 9 first
found everything wonderful. Yeah.
Chilling on 3.
3 just had it all. Yep.
Yeah.
Lucky 3. It's the whole everything I needed.
Yeah, pretty much. That was just 6 doors off optimal. Dang. That's impressive, actually. What spoilers will do for you. So, I mean, IQ, I don't know if you want to come in and talk. We were talking about it during the seed. I don't know if you want to come in and drop some knowledge on your theory crafting, but we were curious what you were using your 12 minutes for, and how you approached using the spoiler during the seed.
Oh,
There we-
IQ.
So what up, IQ? Because yeah, there were definitely some times we noticed we were like, oh, he's definitely not moving, so he must be looking at the spoiler.
Oh yeah, I was doing a bunch of when I like Ness died in Onet,
Yep.
and I was
Yeah.
like, where's a heal to fix this problem? And then
All
I
the
did
way
the
to
same
like
thing in
4-8, right?
Yeah. I was like losing it.
Hey, at
Yeah,
least you were able to
I
do
mentioned
that.
that. It's like you gotta imagine he's looking for a heal because your nest was dead for
They-
so long.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a time when I was like standing in Tucson, like looking through long pathways, and I finally found the Saturn hospital, and I was like, yes, I can
Nice.
fix this problem.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
to
I wonder. So I'm curious, like how did you approach like looking at the spoiler? Because yeah, I'm looking at it myself as just the commentator. It's like, wow, I click on Tucson and it's like, okay, look, bam, all these yellow lines.
A lot. Yeah.
I mostly what I do is I look for big items first because you need them. You
Of
can't
course, of
finish
course.
the seed without something. And then
That's
I'll
it.
look at skips and see where they go, what floors they go to, and then I look at these big, the big hubs, and see the way out of the big hubs, whatever the most optimal path is, or if there's none for the hub, then I just know I can ignore it. And then
Yeah.
any important items in the big hubs, and then after that, I usually look at bosses, and then I kind of like, if I have any time left. This time I did not have any time left. I was sitting there looking at the skips, trying to path out a way to get to the end of the game like quickly. So I was like, if I can get to floor 8, I'll be fine.
Right.
And then I saw the ruler skip went to floor 8. I was like, well, I could just
Oh,
go to
nice.
that eventually.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you kind of plan out beforehand, like before this tournament? Did you kind of like look at the Earthbound map and like know
Yeah.
exactly where all the skip rooms were kind of located?
Yeah, I have a list of all 6 of the monkey cave rooms and what you need to jump rooms, or what items you need to make them move, and I have it all listed out. Because if
That's
I didn't
true.
have that, it would be much harder to skip, because I would be like,
a lot
well,
of the
there's a
monkey
skip
caves
to
look the
floor 8.
same. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all slightly different from each other.
Right.
But
You can tell if you really look into it.
yeah, I had to like go to starmen.net and like piece it together from the big spoiler map to figure it all out. It was that thank you notes for being wonderful. Really
Yeah, it's
helpful.
very nice to have.
You played very well, IQ. So
I
Yeah,
agree.
this
good job.
seed was really pretty kind.
Kind.
So,
Yep,
Mhm.
the big drop in your lap on all the items and the arms
Yeah.
dealer on 3C. We were commenting like you don't even know the vendors with the spoiler.
yeah, you don't. I just prayed. If I didn't
Yeah.
have it, I would have been okay still, because the heavy bazooka was on the route, and I was like, I can just put everything on Jeff and just have Jeff heavy bazooka everything to death. But I didn't need
Nope.
to, because I had super bombs.
So that
Looks
was a
like-
bit of a godsend.
Falcon just found that heavy bazooka.
It's a really good one. It's literally right on the path, like 3 rooms from Gygus.
He took a different skip. Oh, okay, it's on the way to Gygus though. Interesting.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's literally on the optimal path.
He went to Summers though, which I don't think you ever saw.
I went to Summers to leave Summers. There's one. I just saw that you had to go to the first building, and I just left. There was nothing there for anybody.
I'm curious, what would you say? How much of the run from from Ness's room to Gygus would you say you actively had planned out from just looking at the spoiler? Did you do a lot of, okay, I'm kind of just walking here now?
I kind of pieced it together, but I didn't have the whole plan until I was literally in the run. I saw
Right,
that,
and I don't think you ever will with 12 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not enough time. But I saw that I wanted to get to Dungeon Man because the skip was there and there was a Franklin badge, so my entire mindset was getting there. And I was like, I know there's a skip to 3, so I can kind of get there, and that was like the extent of my planning. I was like, well, I can get to 8 and figure it out from there.
Interesting. See, that's okay. That's interesting. There's still a good element of, even though you do have the spoiler at your disposal during
Yeah.
the race, it's not as chalked or like it's not as cracked out as it seems like.
Yeah,
Right.
especially because like when you have a billion limes in front of you and you're looking for
True.
that one heal on the floor, you're like, well, I don't know where it is. It could be
I get it.
anywhere.
I was saying just like during the race, I was like, man, I'm looking at the spoiler. I'm having to like trace it with my finger
Yeah,
and like
yeah. Like zooming in and zooming out, and then it's just little bubbles
It's-
everywhere. It's woo.
It's not easy to manage. It's a skill. It's just another part of this.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's intuitive in some ways, like it's really, really super nice with the clusters and being
Yeah, the
able to click.
clusters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to just click on a floor with I see star pendant here. Oh, it's on floor 9 or it's on floor 8. Okay, that's really super good information to be able to have. But then it's like not intuitive in other ways. I think that's okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
fine.
Right.
I think
it
it
balances
is.
out evenly.
I think it is fine. I can use it to get to the end of the game pretty well. So it's
the
It's a
best
good
software
tool.
ever written.
Sure, Chad.
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I personally, I don't know how you could do just with the nature of Ancient Cave, how it is. I don't personally know how you would ever do it in a better way.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I can't complain to a point where like, all right, here's my suggestion. Things,
Right,
so.
no, yeah. No, none needed. But I mean, I think if it takes some of the fun out of it,
I
it's
agree.
like,
No, I think
you
it's
do
good. I was
wanna,
mostly just commentary on it. I think
Yeah.
it's a good, healthy balance of it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It definitely makes Ancient Cave a lot less horribly painful. But
harrowing. Yeah.
True.
but I don't know. After this tournament, I don't know if I'll do this again. But it's really fun for this tournament. I'm having a good time.
Well,
Well,
good.
that's good to hear, man. And congrats again.
Yeah.
You kind of knocked it out of the park. I was saying I don't think you died besides the nest thing, but you didn't have a party wipe, did you?
No, I never died. I had Nest
Yep.
die twice, but I just fixed the problem both
Yeah.
times. I
Don't really need that clown anyways.
Yeah, another big thing about routing this was that I saw this and like mentally filed it away right after I saw it. I saw that that was the rabbit's foot. It was in the pyramid. There was a hieroglyph right next to that rabbit's foot, and it wasn't very far off the path. And those hieroglyphs are not hard to kill and are worth a lot of EXP. So
Mhm.
That is
getting set
definitely
up
true.
getting set up quickly with those is a very nice thing. That's a deep Ancient Cave strategy. For all
Oh,
of you.
absolutely. I'm a big fan of scripted battles early on. The Shattered Man, if you ever find the Shattered Man early,
Yes.
easy to kill and
Mhm.
tons of XP.
Love the Shattered Man room. I should
And
start
there's
looking
usually
at that.
2 of them. That's true. Oh my gosh. See, there's so many like interactions that like and when you're just regularly playing Ancient Cave that okay, these things are nice when you happen to come across
Yeah,
them.
like the gift room is another one that's
yeah.
really nice.
True.
And Winters.
Mm-hmm.
I love finding
that is
that room.
intuitive. I was wondering because I was saying I don't know if IQ wants to come in and spoil all of his strategies, but
That's I told you most of my strategies. So
keeping the best one. Yeah. Keeping the best one, and no arguments here for that. I was saying the same thing in the spirit of competitiveness. He can share what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. Temple gave me a few strategies himself. You're in here. You can hear me. That helped too, because like talking with him about that, like kind of set my mind at ease and using clusters more efficiently, and it was nice.
Absolutely, there's nothing wrong. It's all in good. I mean, sharing those kinds of strategies too is also in good competitive spirit. So
Yeah.
evening up the playing field.
I think InsaneFalcon's pretty close to the end here. I think he's on his way.
He had stepped onto the Gygas thing. I don't know if I guess he stepped back. I looked away as a spoiler.
He might be grinding or
Looking for items.
getting ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has Falcon found 3?
Threed? I'm not sure.
I think
because
he's about to.
He went the like the complete because he started in Summers because he took a skip from 7.
Oh no, you would have to go back to find it.
Yeah.
'Cause it's at the
man.
start of the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the really nice thing was you I don't know, did you intend to go to Barf
Yes.
for the Starstorm? Yeah, see I wondered
I
about that.
immediately was like, that's Barf. He's floor 8. I'm gonna go to floor 8 and kill him. He'll be dead. And then I'll
Starstorm.
start for him. I didn't even need it because I had everything else. but-
Start the super bombs, yep.
Yeah.
You were pretty geared.
Yeah,
so.
Jeff even had a Gaia beam. If all else had failed that seed, I had that Gaia beam. That would do like 80 damage to Gygas or something every attack.
Yeah, we forgot about that. We were commenting you went into Threed and we're like, well, here's Threed. He's got the star pendant, sea pendant. Then you open the chest. Oh, Gaia beam. Well, that's probably the best 3 chests you'll ever see in a lineup right there.
And I was commenting saying that there was a moonbeam gun, but then when we saw the Gaia beam, I was like, well, forget about the moonbeam
Oh,
gun.
yeah.
in
Ignore that.
Tucson.
Yeah.
I
Get out of
don't-
here.
I don't look at all of the chests all that
Me neither.
often. It's a lot to look at. I look at it for Mole Cave specifically, and I think that's it because there's many chests in Mole Cave and they're pretty accessible.
Yeah, if I were to have something just like, if I were to keep the spoiler just open just to look at next to me, I would probably just keep all chests on as like, or like I would toggle
Yeah.
it like occasionally.
It's probably worth it, especially if you're like following your route through. Like at the end of the game, I was just going from place to place on the spoiler just to make sure I didn't get lost.
That's completely fair too, because might as well at that point you can just find Gygus and go backwards. Yep.
Oh, another thing I do that I will share, my final secret, is that I always check the length of the cave. It's kind of less relevant with clusters being so powerful, but like knowing that I need to go, like the cave length is 129, I can kind of like
Interesting.
figure out on the 9th floor where I am, and for skips I can kind of figure out how deep I am in the 8th floor. It's kind of loose and
That's true.
it's not quite perfect.
Yeah,
but I can
yeah.
kinda
There's a
guess
little bit
it.
of working
Falcons
around
in
it.
3.
Oh,
He's done
made
it. He's gonna
Yep.
find everything and
He's
then go to the end
gonna-
of the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
At long
He's got
last.
$13,000. Oh yeah.
Oh,
See,
time.
does
yeah.
he have did he use his exit mouse already? I'm trying to yeah, I do see he has one, so he probably did drop that at Gygus, so we're hoping
Yeah.
for a
He could, with his stats, if he's got pendant. Well, after he gets the pendants, that
yeah,
he's
the
hopefully gonna
RBC
find.
pendant. Yep.
Yeah, he can just go.
I mean, he's got the spoiler. There's no reason he doesn't know that.
Yeah, he
there's
doesn't know,
things
that's
in there. That's what we were saying. We're like, oh yeah, there's these nice things, but the runners also know that, so
Yeah, exactly.
they're gonna make a beeline for them. But very interesting, and it's just a nice fresh take on the AC scene because it's such a different way to approach the cave in general, and
Yeah.
you get such a combination of different ideas and ways runners, because like there's so many different things you could prioritize potentially, or different rooms that you could choose to route in if you wanted to, that you get a lot of different strategies, I feel like.
Yeah, I really like the strategizing part of it, and it's still kind of random because it's like impossible.
Oh
to
yeah.
keep track of everything, but it's just, I think it's a good mix. I think it's interesting. I don't know if I would do it all the time, but it's very
for sure.
different and fun.
Right, I'm not saying it needs to be the standard, but you know, it's a nice,
Look at that fox.
it's a good
thought.
game mode. It's a good game mode.
Fox in the snow.
I wish it was snowing here. Tell you what.
It's not snowing in Texas.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
Last time I did that though, it didn't want it either though.
yeah.
No, we all have PTSD now because of that.
Pretty much. It was such a wild variation of like who had power for how long, and
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
some people had it for like the whole week, some people had it for not the whole week.
It's funny because we're like right on the edge of the national grid where I live. So like I had power the whole time.
Nice.
Lucky.
I did for like I'm in Dallas, and I did for like 2 days, and then nothing for like
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Mine was weird. It was like
Oof,
we
oof.
had power for 3 days, and then we had no water for the 3
No
days
water,
afterwards.
yeah, my
so
house
we had a similar
flooded.
thing. Oh damn. Okay, we didn't have
Yeah.
that. Dang, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh
Yeah, it's
wait,
probably
is this?
better.
Are we all Texans?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
Born and raised.
We can commiserate.
Yeah.
We were all from Texas and we play Earthbound.
There's nothing else to do here. Oh, that's a good emote.
It's a good emote. I use it a lot.
All right, seems like so I believe he just picked up the star pendant, so hopefully he's on his way. Well, he hasn't exit miced yet, so he's clearly still looking for some other stuff.
Found some fruit.
I,
That's
I
true.
enjoy the random sprites for everything. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite parts of Ancient Cave. There was an
I
ATM
wonder
there. Oh my god, I didn't know that.
those bananas and apples. Wasn't that supposed to be when you get Bubble Monkey? That's why he's like looking around, is because they wanted him to be picking up like bananas and apples off the ground in winters.
Really?
But then they're like, it doesn't make sense that there would be fruit on the ground
On
in a
the
snow-filled
snow.
place. So
Oh yeah.
they took it out, and I think that's why he's like doodling around all the time. I think I read that.
I didn't know that, but that is
And maybe
fun
that's where
trivia.
those sprites came from.
Could be. Well, they left the annoying part in, so thanks, Earthbound.
Yeah. Bubble Monkey, the bane of every Boogie Percent runner's existence. Because you don't see those bananas or apples anywhere else.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
what it is.
Yeah. All right,
Fun
nice
fact
full
for
heal.
y'all.
This could be.
That's where the full heal was.
Oh yeah, 3. Oh, it's right
Oh,
off 3.
nice.
That is so unfortunate when it's like it's so far from Gygus too.
Yeah, it was fine because there was a hotel right there, but that I saw. But if it hadn't been there, I would have been screwed because I would never have found this. I was not looking in 3 anymore. I'd already moved on.
HP's a little low on his first 3 kids, but it
Does
seems
he
like
have
maybe
a Franklin badge?
unsure.
Oh, right. The bananas in Berglund Park. That's right. Plastics.
I believe
Yeah.
both
Well,
of
he's going for it.
Let's go.
because both the Franklin badges were pretty low in the cave.
Yeah.
So there was one in a 3, and I think he was on 3 for a while, so he could have it potentially.
Taking that red pillar fight. Nice.
Because that was Onet. Okay, he's got all the super bombs and stuff, so we'll see.
Yeah, he should be okay. Gygus might be a jerk, though.
Yep, always possible.
Always possible.
Always a jerk. What do you mean, might?
Oh yeah, the other one was the Milky Well. See, this was an interesting one. There was a Franklin badge on the Milky Well chest, and I was like, well, if people find their way to the level 4 boss, that's the free
Oh
grab
yeah, I
right
saw
there.
that. I
Yeah.
actually have that noted down in my notes. I was like, well, that's probably the one I'm gonna get, and then I saw the other one because they were
And
doing
then
this.
yeah, skipped right around it. But I honestly, that skip was probably better because it was what 3 to 8, right? So
Yeah, it was immediately to 8, which was my
yeah,
goal. So
way worth
everything-
it.
everything worked out really well in this scene.
Right. Spoiled neighbor.
Nice alpha to open up with.
That's good.
Falcon said his favorite thing was IQ.
Ooh, numb did
Oh,
not
wow.
work. Although it didn't seem like your phase 1 went that fast. Did you get the numb off? I didn't actually quite
I
see.
did not.
Yeah,
I was
Um,
like, well, hopefully he doesn't kill Jeff. That's
Jeff?
the only thing I care
yeah,
about.
you had no
and he
heal, you had
didn't.
no revives, and we were like, well,
Right.
Yeah,
we cause, I'll be honest, we didn't actually check who had prey until when you were fighting Gygus, so we were like, huh,
there was a moment.
only Ness and Jeff are alive.
There was a moment in Dungeon Man where I was like, I don't know who has prey, and I have the Franklin badge. Who am I gonna give it to? I don't know. Let's go fight something, and then nothing appeared. Right? And I was like, well, I guess I'm leaving. I didn't want to
that
go to
all the
4-8
time.
without knowing. You know, I didn't want to have to fight a bunch of crap, not paying attention.
Totally, I do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm bad about it. There's so much other stuff to think about. Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
no.
The Porky hit.
does he have any revive?
Unsure. I mean, Pooh is alive, so I'm
Oh.
assuming, looking at Pooh's stats, I'm hoping maybe he has Pooh, healing.
I don't know
Has
if he has
healing,
Gamma. Yeah.
Whose
It's-
stats were really high this fight?
Up
so
in
we'll
the
see.
air. Up in the air. Nope. No Gamma, and that's what he was. That's what he was relying on.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, and there were no healing or no revive items that I could find anywhere.
That's
It's rough.
true. That's true. You either had to get a
Yeah,
pretty much
there
had to
were
get a
none.
vendor for those. Wonder if they have a special icon for all chests for revival items, or if they're just
I
under
don't-
the food
I don't know.
icon.
I don't have the spoiler open anymore, so I can't check.
I'm looking. Just looks like the food icon for. I don't see anything that jumps out to me.
That's not helpful to me. It's bad news.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would argue. I would say that's not helpful to me either. So
Rip.
maybe if I'm like if I'm walking through an area on a high floor that had even on a high floor, I don't know. 'cause
Oh, it looks like
really
he forfeited. GG.
Oh,
I
fair
would
enough.
do.
Honestly, fair enough. I don't even.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's,
Yeah, no, I
Falcon.
agree. I would argue. I would say it was a fairly close race for a while because while you were on floor 8, trudging through, he was on floor 7, and ultimately he did find the skip to 9. So we were pretty much saying it was the race to 9 because finding
Because there's
3
so much
was
good
the
stuff.
finding 3 was the winning play.
Yeah, I saw there were lots of floor 9 skips, but I just didn't. I felt like my strategy there was good. I think it worked out.
Barf is always, of all the bosses to get randomized into the 8 slot. Barf is
Barf is a good
a
one.
net gain,
Mhm,
honestly.
mhm.
Yeah, he died in 3 freezes and
Yep,
and 1
and
attack. I
gave
was
you
like, okay.
Starstorm. Well, alrighty,
Well,
GG again,
GG.
IQ.
All right.
Thank you for the commentary. Appreciate you stepping in.
Thanks for having me.
For sure. I don't know.
And
Are we gonna raid someone or are we just gonna peace out?
that is up to Temple. He's at the wheel, so
Cool.
I see no raid target. Well, that is
No
okay.
raid targets. And we're out of here. Everyone have a wonderful
We're out of
day.
here.
I
Thanks
believe
for
we can
commentating.
just real quick. We can
Irving.
drop that the next. Thank you as well. And real quick,
Oh,
we can
yeah.
drop that the next scheduled races are tomorrow. We have 2 races, 9 Eastern and 11 Eastern, and then I think Slugs is tomorrow as well. So good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
And then 8/6, whatever day of the week that is, I have no idea. So
That is
Saturday.
yes, Saturday.
So tomorrow and Saturday, be there, be square. So with that, I will say thank you again, Slug and Temple, for the restream.
Yes, yes.
And see you all next time.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye.